Back in the car. Back in the car. We got it. Give it a little bit, a few moments. We got snow, y'all. We got snow. That looks all right. This is the first time in like over a week that I've done an actual car video. I've gone live in the car. Car's been like frozen, man. The car's been frozen. Fortunately, it's still warm. I mean, it's warm, but there's snow, you know. All right, cool. So we're literally on day Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we're at 3.5 days of fasting. Legit, we're 3.5 days in. We're like that close to. I guess you can't like your own video anymore. Or you're live. We're 3.5 days in fasting. So around 3 or 4 o'clock today, which is very, very little time away from that. Hey, what's going on, Jurassic Collection? What's good? Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all, man, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. First time I'm doing a car live in a while because it's been snowing and cold, and I'm fasting. I've been fasting since Saturday, but I want to talk about breakthroughs, man. I want to talk about breakthroughs. Yesterday, we had a really powerful live we did. It was awesome. We had an awesome group of people that came through, that pulled up, and it was just phenomenal. And it was a good conversation. It was really beneficial, and I know we all gained a lot out of it. So, you know, I want to talk about breakthroughs. I want to talk about, you know, listen, I can tell you from my own experience, like I wake up even in the and am like, what is going on? I feel like I didn't do enough today. I feel like there's no movement happening. I feel like, you know, just you kind of question things, and then you got to go back to there is a divine plan. Yes, there's a lot of craziness going on in the world, and yes, you may be experiencing some chaos in your own life, you know, but that doesn't mean that there's not a bigger, higher, better plan for you, and that God's not waiting for you to change, to make the necessary changes. Are you choosing to be a better person? Are you choosing to, you know, show up in a different way than you've been showing up in your life, you know? Interestingly enough, there was somebody on the live yesterday that was talking about people that are going through stuff in other countries. And at the time I had gotten a really good download yesterday about it. And it goes right back to, you don't know someone's sole purpose, sole reason for being here, why they're going through the things they're going through, what the lessons they need to learn or change in their own life so that that can change. You don't know mentally what they're thinking and what the conversations that they've had with God. You don't know anything about what they're thinking on a daily basis, or you know, every moment of the day, which can innately dictate what their life is like and what they're experiencing. Um, yeah, yeah, we can, but the thing is, again, people don't always disclose everything and their thoughts that they're having, and when they're in their lowest points, a lot of people keep that to themselves. And you don't know that a lot of people don't even know their own reason for being here, not alone being able to tell you why they're here. Yeah, I know, but you know what? I send them love, man. I know that they're in pain, and I know that's why they comment the things they comment. And so, you know what the interesting thing about that is? I just got like a bunch of information and insights and the things that are going to be happening on the planet. The councils and the galactic higher dimensional beings are all watching people. If you don't think that you're being watched as to how you treat others, you're sadly mistaken, because I'm going to tell you what, man, the gifts and the all the things that are coming to people that are here to do good are going to get it, but the people that are not and have ill will intentions toward others are not going to be lavished with gifts and beautiful things in their life in the golden age, and that's just a fact. um Listen, every single one of us are being watched, and we've been watched. And I'm not talking about the government watching you. I'm talking about, you know the ones pulling strings on the other side of the veil. you know and it's not to put people in fear. It's just, you know people that come on and gaslight and mistreat others and hurt people for no reason. And a lot of times it's because they're hurt themselves. And I understand that. And I have compassion and empathy for that. But I won't tolerate blatant disrespect. And it's so different if you were in person with someone, how they would not say a word. And it's not even about you wanting to fight them or you being able to fight them or whatever. It's just they wouldn't do it. It's easy to do when you're behind a keyboard. It doesn't mean that they're allowed a pass. It doesn't mean that at all. But we can have compassion for people suffering right now, for people confused and lost. And when I see someone come in and they make fun of me, or they make fun of someone else in the chat, or they're blatantly disrespectful, I know they're going through something. I know they use it as a way to avoid their own pain. And they'll learn at some point or another. You know, a lot of times, God will humble us to get us to change. And believe me, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't ever want God to step in and humble me. I don't want a tower moment. I don't want any of those things. I'm making the changes necessary that I need to make in myself so that I can show up and be a better person each and every day, so that I can spread love and kindness and compassion and have empathy for others, and I'm willing and able and doing the work alongside God and Jesus. And again, not from a religious standpoint, just from a standpoint of, okay, well, you know what? I'm doing the inner work, because I know that when I do the inner work, I know that by me sitting and meditating, or by me fasting like I'm fasting right now, There's millions and millions of people out there that would not be able to do it, but I'm doing it for them. I'm walking away from the junk food. I'm walking away from eating. I'm fasting. It's not easy to fast. Not alone fast for 5 days on water. And most people won't do it. Most people won't give up food or fast from anything for that matter because they're just not willing to. But you know what? When I do things, I do it knowing that I'm doing it for the better good of all of humanity. I know that I'm doing it to, when I change the world. And I know that every single thing that is occurring and happening is happening for our highest and greatest good. And, you know, yeah, well, this fast I'm doing, again, you have your beliefs. There's people I know that are doing it for reasons of cleansing their body because they have some deadly thing going on. A lot of it has been programmed um, and made to be scary, and it's not scary at all. It actually cleanses your body from all the toxins that we've been poisoned with. And most of these diseases in the body are just the body full of toxins. Our body knows what to do, man. My dad started fasting in the 80s on water. You know, this is my 3.5 day. I'm going to fast probably till Thursday afternoon, which is will be officially 5 days. So I'm more than halfway through it. I feel great. I feel more energized than I do when I eat food. I feel more alive than I do when I eat food. So everyone has their opinions and is allowed for it. And um, so it's like, I respect everybody's opinion. No, it's all right, man. You listen, you got to do what you got to do, man. Listen, not fasting is not for everybody. Going vegan is not for everybody. Eating meat is not for everybody. Every single one of us, has to do what is right for you, whether it be religious, spiritually, whether it be listening to your body, whatever the case may be, you have to listen to your body. Maybe you're vegan and then maybe you choose to eat honey, but a lot of vegans don't eat honey either, you know, for different reasons. Maybe you are vegan and you consider yourself vegan, but you still eat honey. Or maybe you consider yourself vegan, but you still have eggs. You know what I mean? I don't really agree with all these different like identifications of everything. It's like whatever you want to do, you do it. As long as you're not hurting someone else, man. As long as you're not doing harm to one another. I don't see anything wrong with whatever you do as long as you're not doing harm to yourself or someone else. You know? Because that's the important thing at the end of the day, man. That's the important thing. Hey, listen, I don't tell you what to do. You like I said before, my diet's small. I mean, I don't eat meat. I don't eat, but yet I still find things and ways that my body can get nourished. And oh well, right now I returned all of them, but I still have my OG one. I'm getting one, providing they're able to deliver. Right now, the snow and ice, they're not delivering crap. Nobody is shoveling our roads or like bringing in because we're out in the country, they don't have snow plows here, so they don't plow the road. So I think that the mail and the delivery trucks and stuff, UPS and FedEx and all that stuff, they're not delivering because they don't want to endanger someone walking out to their coming out of their house and them getting sued, or going to their mailbox and getting the mail. So they're basically halting it. Um, and yet we don't even have like more than, it's got to be like no more than like an inch, but it's ice. And what keeps happening is it starts to melt and then it freezes. We had like 7 degrees last night in temperature, and there's supposed to be like another snowstorm coming this weekend. And if this doesn't melt in time, it's just going to pile up on top of ice. Wow, you returned all of them. They seemed good. Nah, they weren't right for me, man. They weren't right for me. They wobbled around. They moved. But I've got 2 from the same brand coming that are different sizes that I have from my OG one. So we're going to test them out. We're going to test a bunch of them out. This is going to be like a series until I find the ones that are right for me. You know what I'm saying? You're sturdy and healthy for sure. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I try. I do my best, because I know that whatever I put into my body is not only for me. I know how I show up in the world is not only for me. I've learned that when I change and when I heal, I'm changing the world. When I heal, I'm healing the world. It's not just for me. It's bigger than me. Me fasting right now is bigger than me. I'm fasting for the collective. I'm fasting for people that have addictions to foods and alcohol and drugs and gaming and all different kinds of things. I'm fasting for them. So it's bigger than me. It's allowing more light to come in my body from God. I'm allowing God to fill my vessel with his light so that I can allow God to use me for his good. Listen, if we actually realize that the things that we do every day, it's not for us. It's bigger than us. We came here for something big. We came here to assist humanity and the planet. That's why majority of us volunteered to come here, because we knew we had a mission. We had a mission to save the planet, to save the human race. And there's a lot of people that choose to continue to do what they continue to do because they are addicted to sex or drugs or alcohol or they don't really care. They don't give a damn, but they don't realize that is what they do now is essentially preparing their future self. And it's sad that we've been conditioned and programmed in the way that we have, but I just see everything as one. I see everything as we are all one. We are all connected. And it's like, clean up your side of the road before you tell anybody else what to do. You know what I mean? It kind of boils down to that. Go ahead, ask, man. Ask away. Ask away, my friend. Ask away, my friend. I don't know. It's just and I think I can sense your opinion on it, but it's been on my mind a lot. Well, if I'm allowed to speak on it, and why I say if I'm allowed, because of the restrictions on YouTube and stuff like that, I'll talk on it, or I'll use some sort of some sort of how do you say it? I'll use some sort of what's the word? I won't say it outright, is what I'm trying to say, basically. Um, okay, the Q was about. The Q was about NoFap. I don't know who the Q is. Hmm. Oh, the question. Okay, about NoFap. Okay. Well, I think it's not for everybody. Just like fasting's not for everybody. You, at the end of the day, man, it's about you and how you feel. I went on NoFap for like 2 years. I had to. To me, it's like fasting. And I do believe that there's people that need to do that. And that need to do semen retention and NoFap and all of those things because they like. Let me give you an example. Prior to me doing NoFap for 2 years and semen retention, I was in fact objectifying women. I saw women as an object. I'm not going to sit here and lie about that. And it was like I didn't know, like, you're horny, you want to have sex, you see an attractive person, you want to have sex with them. That's all it was. It wasn't like, oh, this person is a soul in a human body having an experience just like I am. They have a personality. They're just a different gender, but like it's been purposefully done because that is one of the most addictive things. If you get addicted to porn or you get addicted to, fapping, I'll use the word fapping. I'd rather use that on YouTube. You get addicted to fapping. It's like, a lot of people, young men, even young adults, they have children. And I don't mean children like under 18, but even then, like I was doing those things at under 18 when I was a young kid. I found pornography at a young age. Um, well, here's the thing. I think it's more so if you're using it for purposes of uh, like avoidance. Like a lot of people, they use it to relieve tension. A lot of people use it for avoidance because it's, again, you're releasing dopamine, like big amounts of dopamine, and that's the addictive part of it. Same with food and sugar and all these things; they become addictive because of the dopamine release. So it's like a lot of people end up having to go, like I did in 2017. I had to go on a candida diet, which is basically eating nothing. You want to talk about eating nothing? You have to eat bland foods, no sugar, no carbs. I mean, literally everything has sugar in it. And you had to there's certain fruits you can't eat, certain vegetables. I mean, it is so strict when you're cleansing from yeast, over excessive yeast. And anyone typically with like mold, which most people don't even know they're walking around with that unless they get tested, usually typically have Lyme or have a yeast, over excessive yeast. Yeah, it did. It did. It did. Because people with candida too, they have like a white tongue, and yes, it is. Trust me, it was very difficult. It was very challenging and very hard, just like semen retention and NoFap was. I kept falling down and getting back up. And yes, I would relapse from fapping until I finally was so strong in my mind and said, that's it, I'm done. I have to do this. And I literally went over 2 years. And now when I look at a woman, I can look her in the eyes I can talk to her. I'm confident when I look her in the eyes. So I believe strongly that that helped. When you watch a lot of porn and you fap all the time, and you're addicted to it, yeah, you're going to struggle with looking a woman in the eye. You're objectifying them. You're not looking at them as if they have a personality. They're just a sexual object to get you off. That's it. And if that's the way you're going at it, then yeah, that's an addiction. If you're using someone else to assist you in getting off, or you know, avoiding things through that, those are all signs of, yeah, it might be time to sustain from it, you know? Yeah, and that is most men. And that's why most men and young kids, they have like they use the mentality of, I've got to get notches under my belt. Like, how many women have you, you know, what's the words they use nowadays? Like, smashed, you know, and they use these terms, you know. No, I'm not saying women don't. There's no fap for women too. I am not saying that they don't. Trust me, I am not biased to either side. There, women and men, but I'm talking from my own perspective, from how I experienced it, you know. And I agree with you. Looking at women like that isn't healthy. Yeah, it isn't. And I never understood why I couldn't look a woman in the eyes and talk with her. I would look all around like this. I would look down. I was very insecure. It was all because I was late. I would just sit in front of a screen and watch porn and fap to it, and a lot of it. And I'm not going to sit here and you know, sugarcoat it and be like, and pretend like it wasn't the case. I'm honest and authentic and real here, and I always have been, and I always will be. And I don't call it an addiction because I don't like that word. I think anything, you can overcome anything. I believe with what I've gone through and what I've overcome, I know for a fact that anyone can overcome anything if you want to, and if you want to bad enough. Okay? But when people say, well, yeah, well, I just can't stop eating these candy bars and sugar, or I can't stop one night stands, or this or that, or whatever it is, it doesn't matter, man. Smoking cigarettes, I did it all. And it was like, it requires you to be mentally strong. It requires mental discipline. Just like me sitting here with all this energy and I'm fasting. And this is my 3.5 days in. Okay? And look at all the energy I have. And I haven't eaten a thing. Because I'm bringing all this energy from God. You know, and I get in the zone, man. I start going, man. I like it, like it's just like I just keep going, you know. Let me see what you said. It's harder as a bisexual, by the way, when life isn't giving much purpose and are easily suggestible. And as for my friend with diabetes, it is also genetics passed up. Yeah, well, listen, I respect your opinion, but I don't agree with it. I I just don't agree with it, man. I think that you can overcome anything. I don't care. I don't believe things are genetic. I think that's a lie from these darker energies and forces to keep us stuck and sick and ill and all these different things and victim of this and blah, blah, blah. And you can heal from anything, man. I truly believe it. As I said, I watched my dad and I healed from something that they say you can't heal from. Okay, like I healed from Lyme disease, which they say you can't heal from that. You know, I mean, my dad healed from 4th-stage Hodgkin's lymphoma. They told him, a doctor told him he had a week to live. Who gives a doctor the right to tell you that? I don't even believe that. I think it's all BS. They don't even know. And he didn't live for a week. He lived 25 years later, healthy as hell. I think that's a bunch of crap. Not what you're saying. I'm saying like what they, when they tell you, like this and that. Believe me, if you really want it bad enough, trust and believe. You ask God, and God can heal you from anything. You can heal from anything. We just have been lied to and conditioned and programmed and essentially, we forgot how. That's all. But we're remembering. Yeah, he had it in his entire body, everywhere, everywhere. Not only did he have that, but they claimed he had COPD as well, which he didn't, and he had no problem with. So when they say these things, I just don't believe it. I know we can. I know we're that powerful, and that's what I'm here to bring and to share and to help awaken humanity to realize how powerful they are, to realize the truth of who you are, to realize that we can heal from anything, and they've lied to us about everything. So, you know, again, you can believe whatever you want. I don't, I don't, I will never ever tell you how to think or believe, but I can tell you from my own experiences that I just know that anything is possible, and I believe it, and I will sit here till the day I leave this planet preaching to all of humanity. I hope I can reach millions of people, millions, trillions, to wake them up to realize how powerful you are, man. Leading what you saying, bro? I don't know what that means. What is leading with what you saying, bro? And my condolences. I'm glad he had longer time than predicted. But also, yeah, and you know why he did? Because he was so mentally strong and he was willing to change. Most people are not willing to change. If the doctor told you you had to fast for like 2 weeks, you think people would just up and stop and fast? No. Most people, when they're told by the doctor that they need to stop eating red meat, they don't. And they don't listen, and they sneak it, and they pretend that they are. You know what I mean? Like, most people are not mentally strong enough to do these different things that can innately heal them and help them. It's either fear, or it's deep programming, or it's, they've been programmed to trust these guys in white coats. I mean, the stories I could sit here and talk about the medical, you guys would, your jaws would drop. Okay, what I've experienced with family members that aren't here anymore. Okay, I appreciate that, man. Why the past few days have my chest and ribs been like tight? Well, probably emotionally. I get the feeling like some sort of emotions or fear that you're holding on to. You've just got to surrender, man. Throw up your hands and be like, God, take it from me. Help me. And then when you do that, you have to be ready to listen to the direction and the things God's telling you to do, and the direction God's leading you in. You got to be ready to follow direction and be obedient. And most people don't want to, and will and refuse to. And they don't tell you that, though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Billions, trillions, all of it. I want to. Me and Luna are meant to reach the world, man. And I'm here to remind people and assist them in remembering who they are, why they're here, what they came here to do. Each and every one of you, assist you in awakening. remembering that you are so freaking powerful, man. But again, we've been programmed and conditioned to be in lack and to be sick and to be have health issues. And but let me tell you, man, the amount of things that I mean, I can go on and on, man. The things that they tried to take me down with. My arm snapped in half. I broke my ribs. My ribs popped out a million times. I can go on and on the things that I went through. I sliced my ankle on a bed frame right near my Achilles tendon, which would not stop bleeding. And they said if my sister didn't call the ambulance, a few seconds more, and I would have bled to death. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I can tell you, I fell asleep on the highway. I can go on and on about the things that they've tried to do to keep me down, and I still keep getting back up, and I keep going, and I keep going. I fell asleep behind the wheel in West Palm Beach, Florida on my way to college. My car was flattened underneath an SUV. Okay? I can go on and on. I was driving on a busy highway in Florida where my hood flew up in front of me and I couldn't even see, and yet I was driving with not able to see what was in front of me. I can go on and on and on, man, and I'm still here because I have a purpose, and I have a purpose to serve humanity and to bring guidance, to bring support, to bring help, to awaken you to the truth of who you are, to how powerful you are, self-empowerment. That's what this channel's about. Well, yeah, I mean, and that's what you have to do, and just listen to your body and ask your body, and you know, make sure that you're listening and ask God for help, and ask, like, you're not meant to do this alone, man. You're meant to do it with support and help, and God will bring in the people that need to be brought in to support you in whatever way, shape, or form. But you have to ask. You have to be willing to invite in the help from God, from your guides, from your angels, from Jesus, from whoever you speak to or believe in. Like, you got to ask. That's the part of free will that we have, and that's why so many people are so resistant to asking for help, because of the way we've been brought up and the way we've been programmed and conditioned. It's the way it's been, so that you don't ask for help. You think that you have to do it all alone. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you, man. Lots of love to you, brother. Yeah, but society thinks that they have to do it alone. And that's the part of free will. And if you choose not to ask for help, you choose not to ask God, God can't step in. Even though he's the creator, this place is free will. And you make the choice whether you want to ask and invite in help, and then receive it. And then, are you ready to receive it? Exactly. That's my point. That's typically what happens. You end up dying because you realize there's no way you can do it alone, and no doctor is going to be saving you. Not going forward. Yeah. Well, it happened that way because you're meant to be here, my friend. And it's just, listen, I'm going to do my damnedest to help as many people as I can. But when I come up against resistance and people not wanting to help, then I have to just walk away, like my dad did. He tried to help as many people as he could. And I'll never forget this story that he told me. He would always tell me this story about, he was in the medical facility, and he was waiting for his appointment, and there was some guy that came up to him complaining, saying, this hurts and that hurts and blah, blah, blah. And my dad said, well, it seems like you're not ready, but here's my number. Call me when you're ready, when you're actually ready for the help, right? Because all he was doing was complaining. He wasn't like, my dad was trying to tell him what he was doing and what he needed to do, but he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to make those changes. He didn't want to change his diet. He didn't want to change the things he was doing. And that's one of the hardest things people don't want to do. They don't want to make the changes that they know they need to do. Like if a doctor keeps telling you, or your guides keep telling you, you need to stop smoking, but you keep smoking, like what? Like they can only do so much. You have to want to change. You have to want to it bad enough. If you only knew what you know, then you would know. Yeah, I know. Telling me about it. Robert, what's good, brother? You're a good man. God bless you. I wish you a good day and a good future. If everyone was as caring like you, this world would be a great place for everyone. Yeah, well, it's getting there, man. It's getting there because we're cleaning as Mr. Trump says, we're cleaning the swamp. And they know what they're doing. The higher councils and the galactic councils, trust me, the information that I've been receiving, this is going to be a beautiful place for people that are loving and kind and compassionate and want to help and serve. This place is going to be a beautiful place for us all. For the ones that are doing bad things and harming others and harming themselves and all those things, is not going to be so great for them. So, yes, this planet's changing for the better. Just know that. And I wish, and I'm going to ask more and more the more things I can talk about up to the point of where I can't anymore. So I can inform, give you more hope that there is really good things unfolding. You just got to look beyond what you're seeing in the mainstream news and all these other things, man. Trust me when I tell you, it is going to be the golden age unlike anything you ever experienced in your lifetime. Trust me when I tell you. And I know when people say trust me, you may not want to trust me, but James Blunt. I know James Blunt. He's a music artist. Yeah, James Blunt, Blunt. Yeah, I know all his. Yeah, I listened to him for years. Not so much recently, but so he was checking out on life. He wasn't happy. Plus addiction. I didn't know he was going. If it's the same person, I don't know if it's the same person or not. I didn't know he had that. He was doing all that. If that's the same person. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's Grand Rising, Robert. Yeah, it is, but it's ice and snow, bro. The whole roads, I mean, I can drive on it, but it's like ice and snow and it's just going to keep freezing, We were at, like, my feet are starting to get frozen, man. I don't know how. This is the first car video I've done in a while, man. And we're supposed to get more snow over the weekend, man. I know why, because they're just trying to stop the things that are about to unfold for us. Um, yeah, the sun feels great, man. Yeah, but I can I can actually feel the sun though. Evans, what's good, brother? Once my feet get cold, I'm done. Yeah, my toes are starting to get frozen, dude. I don't know. how much longer I can be out here. Probably, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to go get out of this. Even though I want to like really sit out here in the sun. The sun feels freaking amazing, man. Like real talk, it feels so good. But I don't know, man. I'm telling you guys, man, we have a lot of positive things coming our way, man, and you really, really have to change the way you're thinking, man. Because I'm going to tell you what. Oh, who that is? I'm going to tell you what. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again a million times. That we are being watched, and we've been being watched. And I'm not talking about the dark energies and entities. You know, I got downloads years ago about my eyes, your eyes, my voice, our bodies are always listening, and everything is being recorded and goes into the Akashic records. It goes on to the other side. Every conversation you have, every words you type and gaslight somebody in a chat, the rudeness you are to other people and to yourself, all these things are watched. You think God or these councils, these higher dimensional beings are going to give you and flourish you with, you know, financial wealth and health and all these different things if you're doing harmful things to others? No, God is not going to rain down and gift you if you're treating other people wrongfully. And it's like they're not this process that we are going through, this ascension, this awakening, it is so strategically planned. And everybody thinks like, oh yeah, it's going to hell in a handbasket and blah blah blah. No. Trust and believe they are not going to allow the human race to destroy themselves. Okay? Not again. Not how far we've come. We are being so monitored and watched, and every single thing has a plan and a reason and a rhyme as to why. Weather, the wars, all these things, there's a rhyme and a reason why it's happening, to wake more people up. And there's certain things that require certain people to have a really horrible, horrific experience to really shake them up. But just know that it's all unfolding perfectly, man. And we are meant to experience the golden age. We are meant to experience the new earth. We are meant to experience, you know, the age of love. When people say, well, you got to have balance and contrast, I don't agree with all of that. Not in the way that we've had it. Nor do I agree with it in general. Nor do I agree that we had to come here and work as slaves for 80 to 100 hours a week. And then there's certain powers that be that pull the strings and control everything. But do I believe that we had to go through all of this to rewire and rework our nervous systems? Yes, because of our past lives, what we've experienced. Because mind you, whatever you experience in these past lives, you're taking into this life, because we're living in a we're multi-dimensional beings. So it's past, present, and future all at the same time. So, you know, so us going through the things we're going through and these big challenges and these challenging things, man, is rewiring the nervous system, rewiring the neural pathways in the brain. You're getting stronger. You're getting more courageous. You're getting more to be your authentic self, more in alignment with your soul's desire and why your soul came here and what your soul came here to do. So you've got to get out of the mindset that everything is happening to us and it's the end and blah, blah, blah. And no, it's the end if you want it to be. It's the end if you want it to be. It's what you want to experience. It's your beliefs. Are you ready and willing to change and to really change, no matter how scary or fearful it is? Because on the other side of change is breakthroughs. That leads me to the title of this live, breakthroughs. um, you know, those breakthroughs are on the other side of that fear that you don't want to address, or that fear that scares you too much to go forward, or stop. Like me, I could have had fear in fasting, being like, oh yeah, it's too scary, I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. But like, I feel amazing, and it's 3.5 days in. I could have folded and been like, nah, it's too scary, I'm not doing it, it's too no way, I can't do it. But like, what if my dad didn't show me? What if he didn't show me that we can heal from anything? Then I wouldn't have believed it. What if he didn't fight hard enough in 1994 when he healed from 4th-stage Hodgkin's lymphoma? What if I wasn't around him? I was around him every day, man, at that facility, watching him. I was there visiting him. I saw how skin and bones he was, laying on the couch. He couldn't even get off. The guy at the facility that he stayed at and healed at told him, get the F off that couch. Put his, went like this with his cheeks, and it's a smile. Get on that treadmill right now. 6 weeks later, he was fully healed. There was no sign of cancer whatsoever. What if I didn't see that? What if he didn't decide to fight hard enough? So it's like, what I do, you're seeing that I can do it. So it gives you the confidence and ability to potentially maybe want to do it. But like, if I didn't do it, and nobody has ever done it, and nobody has been able to fast, then we're not, then no one would really believe it's even possible. Well, yeah, but you don't feel it like this. Like, I have the door open and I can feel the heat on my face. Like, I can't feel that in the house, or I'm not feeling it because there's like these wooden like blinds on the window, and that kind of block the sun. Oh, you are? Cool, man. How long are you potentially planning to fast? Longest I ever went on was 2 weeks. Told that to my doctor, and he had a heart attack and told me it was impossible and that I would have died. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. But you know what? We're doing it not only for ourselves. We're doing it not only for ourselves, but we're doing it for others to show them that it's possible. That's what the doctor told my dad. He said, if you walk out of this effing office, and he cursed at him, if you walk out of this effing office, you're going to effing die. And he said to him, this is what he said. He said, Doc, I'm already dying. And he walked out. And the nurses whispered to him and said, you're doing the right thing. Good for you. Who is that? Richard. That's awesome, man. Well, I'm finishing up mine. Thursday is going to be my last day. And I'm doing water, electrolytes. I do coconut water. I mix coconut. I do some coconut water too, because that has a lot of electrolytes in it. And look how energized I am, man. I'm ready to take on the world again and again and again. I feel pretty damn great, to be quite honest. Well, congratulations. Good for you, man. And I wouldn't doubt that they say that, because they perpetuate fear. That's what they do. That's all they know. But in fact, it's the healthiest thing for you. And in fact, majority, and I'm not here to claim anything, or I'm not here to say I'm a doctor, or because I'm not. I'm just talking from experience, just so you guys know, just so anybody listening to live, I'm not telling you that you're going to heal from this or that, but I've heard claims, like my dad and myself, that fasting, you can pretty much eradicate anything. Yeah, exactly. They just try to put pill push. Yeah, it's just pill pushing and, you know, um, getting you to believe that you actually have a problem so that you continue to go back so that you can line his pockets, you know? That's what it that's what it inevitably is. You're just lining his pockets. So, what can I say? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to teach as much as I can, as often as I can, to awaken as many people as I can to the truth of who they are and to realize how powerful you are and how strong you are. And you can do it. It's just a matter of, do you want to? And that goes for any area of your life. How badly do you want it? Whatever it is. How badly do you want it? You believe loved ones become angels forever, and well, I don't believe they become angels forever. They can. I mean, I'm not telling you what to believe, but I think that, and what I believe is that that's their choice. They can come back again and again and again, which a lot of souls choose to do because they feel like they can do it up better the next time. Um, ever and well, see them again in heaven. You will see them again when you leave because again, the soul can leave and come back. It's not like, locked in. When you go to sleep, your soul leaves, you know? So yeah, of course, you could be living a life here and you're living a life somewhere else in 10 other places. And yet your soul can still be ready and waiting when you leave your body. Soon Des will be obsolete. Already you tell your doctor what to prescribe. They made it illegal or for cigarette ads and replace them with drug ads. Yeah, yeah, you're right. True. And hers every commercial nowadays is drug peddle. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And then they give you a whole line and spiel of this all the side effects. And I mean, if people don't realize this by now, I don't know when you are going to wake up. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's sickening. I believe in reincarnation. Um, Reincarnated for Christ's sake. Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, listen. Sadly, I'm going to have to end live because my feet are like becoming frostbitten. I didn't put enough socks on. Yeah, I don't do that no more, man. I don't, you know what? I've realized I can move the energy. All a headache is stuck energy. And as a matter of fact, and I'm not giving any medical advice, man, you try this on your own if you want. But I heard from somebody on another YouTube live that you put a couple sprinkles of cayenne pepper under your tongue when you have a headache, and the headache will go away. And I understand why, because cayenne pepper opens your blood vessels up. Again, if you have blood things going on, clots, things, I don't know. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you what to do. There's just a hack I've heard from someone. I haven't tried it myself, so I don't really know if it works or not. But it sounds logical that it would work. But I do breath work and I do breath of fire and I move the energy and then the headache goes away. Or I use my crown chakra singing bowl, and that moves the energy as well. If you move your shoulders a lot like this, you'll get very tingly because a lot of us store our emotions, anger, all of it in our shoulders and neck, and then it shoots up to our head, and then we get headaches too. So move your shoulders around, move your body. You could feel the tingly, and the tingly means that you're moving energy. It's a good thing, and it feels good too. I've talked about it a bunch of times on the channel. But listen, y'all, I've got to get going, man. And if anybody watching the replay, you can donate to us. And thank you yesterday to the beautiful soul that donated a Cash App to us. I really greatly appreciate it. And Luna does as well. Thank you. That was so amazing. And I'm so grateful for supporting our journey and what we're here to do. And we have Cash App on our website. We have PayPal. We have all these different donation things. You can do it there. You could do a super chat. Anybody watching the replay, we're grateful for anything and everything. And, I'm receptive to receiving. You got to be able to receive and give and receive and give, and go to our website, DarenandLuna.com, sign up for our free newsletter, follow us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm almost officially done with what's today? Tuesday? Day 3. So this afternoon, I will be starting day 4. I'm going to fast till, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. That means a lot. You have no idea. Florida man, 33437. Oh my God, I used to live in that zip code. Go get you some hot soup. Thank you, man. Damn, that's so nice of you. And I appreciate that. I used to live in 33437, 33434. I lived in 33496. I lived in, damn, I can't remember all the zip codes. Boynton Beach, yeah. Oh my God, you're in Boynton Beach? No way. I lived off of Boynton Beach Boulevard, Military and Jog Road, Majestic Isles. You know a neighborhood called Majestic Isles? Delray? I went to the Planet Fitness in Delray off Military Trail. I was working out there every day. Hagen Ranch Road, yes. Oh, holy smokes. Whoa. I moved in 2018, man. I grew up there, like in that Boca Raton, Town Center Mall, 33434. Holy macaroni. Thank you for the super chat, man. Wow, is it a small world? Oh my God. Yeah, Majestic Isles off Hagen Ranch Road. They had 2 entrances. Then you had I would go to Woolbright, the Wellington Mall and Whole Foods down there, Glades Road near FAU. I would go to the Whole Foods over there. Oh my God, that's crazy, man. How long you been subscribed to the channel, Florida man? That is wild. 33437. Is that the Boynton zip code? You need to get your head. Right. Who needs to get their head examined? Me? You're new? Wow. Who needs to get their head examined? Are you talking to me? It's not 70 here, man. Shit. Try it's like where I'm located. Try it's like damn, it's like where's the 23 degrees? 23 degrees is more like it. And there's snow everywhere. New, well, please subscribe, man. Damn, that is so amazing that you found the channel. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like 23 though, man. How did you find us, Florida man? Just let me ask. Yeah, snow everywhere here too, man. How did you find us if you don't mind me asking, Florida man? And thank you for the donation, man. It means a lot, man. You have no idea. Um, Random surfing. Wow, that's so amazing. Well, nothing's random. You were meant to be here, and clearly you're awake. Um, clearly, you probably know about the RVs and the med beds and everything that's going to be unfolding, because a lot of people in Florida are aware of all that. Oh, you're waiting for the appliance repair. How long have you been on this live? Did you hear everything I was saying the past hour? That's so cool, man. So you live in Boyan or you live in Delray? And I'm not gonna I don't want to give away your location. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. But since I'm no longer there, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I used to live in Majestic Isles. I used to live in Boca Raton, in Deerfield, uh, I worked out in Delray. I worked out in Boynton. I would go to all the beaches, Deerfield Beach. I lived in Deerfield. Um, oh, okay. So you're on here pretty recent. Well, um, I've heard the cayenne pepper thing, but I don't like cayenne pepper. I did know someone who went by that though. I'll show you guys I'm gonna take you just back there, but I'm gonna turn the camera off because I'm not gonna disclose my location. Oh, okay, you're nearby. Okay, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys some snow. All right. There you go. Look. There. Okay. Here's my. Check it out. Right up to where my car is. Y'all see that? Oh, by my old gym. Okay, okay, I got you. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Florida man. I'm here to wake people up and to awaken everyone up to the truth of who they are. I appreciate you for the donation, man. Florida man, and please subscribe to the channel. Tap the like button, share these videos out, man, all over Florida. Daren, give our love to Luna. I'm going to eat some breakfast. Sounds good, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to get going too. Please tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, everybody. I'll be back every day. I go live. We got this, man. The planet is changing. It is, in fact, going to be the golden age. And thank you again, Florida, man. I appreciate the super chat. Love you, brother. And I will see y'all very, 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 very soon.